Now, while many people are going to be looking forward to the weekend, here in Dubuque, we are looking up. What do you see when you think of skateboarders? For most people, it's a group of boys who might not be up to any good. But for these ladies, they're hoping to change that. That's right, Ron and Abby. Now, right now, I am outside the Grand River Center, where these athletes had just marched their way through and are getting ready to light the Olympic torch. And as you could probably hear behind me, the excitement is in the air, both here and back at Sundown Mountain, as these athletes get ready to hit the slope tomorrow for competition.
Mark my words, if he's reelected and the Republicans gain control, keep control of the Senate, this is going to be the battle of our lives. And if I'm president, it will not happen. It will not happen.
Well, one group of Eastern Iowa women are teaching young girls confidence through kickflips. She Skates is a skateboarding class taught by Women for Girls. KWW reporter Ashley Scott was at the class today in Dubuque. She has the story.
What do you see when you think of skateboarders? For most people, it's a group of boys who might not be up to any good. But for these ladies, they're hoping to change that.
I mean, men can do anything, women can do anything.
Izzy Mejia's skateboarding journey only began 6 months ago. But while visiting other skate parks, she noticed something was missing. There weren't any other girls.
I remember I was in Door County and I sat in my car for a solid 30 minutes contemplating if I should get out because every single person in the park was male. And I was the only female on a skateboard.
Which is why she and Maria Mahadam took it upon themselves to get more girls into the action. Because beyond flips and ollies, the lessons these girls learn will last a lifetime.
To move past that barrier and kind of like recognize that fear is something you can control and overcome, that you can, I've at least, and I know Izzy's mentioned taking that outside of class, and it's really cool. Yeah.
And they are values that will be passed down from one generation of women to the next.
Nice having that comfortability going to a female and looking up to them, and then one day being like, well, I was taught by a female, now I can teach others.
She Skates hosts 2 classes a week for girls ages 5 to 14. In Dubuque, I'm Ashley Scott, News 7 KWWL.
Now, it only costs $15 to enroll your child, and the group hopes to expand and teach lessons throughout the entire year. Joining us.
Our top story here tonight live at 6 o'clock on this Monday. Todd Mullis indeed has been found guilty of first-degree murder.
Mullis is the Earlville man who had been accused of killing his wife with a corn rake in November of last year on their family farm.
KWWL Dubuque area reporter Ashley Scott was in the courtroom for us today when the verdict was read aloud. Ashley, tell us more.
Well, after almost a week of testimonies and evidence presented from both sides, a jury in Dubuque County found Todd Mullis guilty for the murder of his wife.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Todd Michael Mullis, guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree.
After 6.5 hours of deliberation over 2 days, Todd Mullis has been found guilty.
Every single sign, every piece of evidence points in only one direction, one place, directly towards the defendant.
State prosecutors believed the amount of evidence against Mullis was overwhelming. The jury only asked one question, and it was related to the time of the internet searches from the investigation.
And I agree it doesn't make sense. But that doesn't make sense doesn't equate to Todd Mullis being guilty of first-degree murder.
His defense argued that they have the wrong man, but the jury came to a different conclusion Monday afternoon. Now, Mullis hasn't been sentenced just yet. However, under Iowa state law, he faces a mandatory sentencing of life in prison without the possibility of parole. In Dubuque, I'm Ashley Scott, News 7 KWWL.
Ashley, thank you very much. By the way, the video for the trial provided courtesy of KWWL's Court TV channel, which is 7.4 on KWWL, televising the Mullis case and the trial from the very beginning.
And if you would like to see our previous stories on the case and trial, just visit our website, kwwl.com.